Let's go.
All right, we are live, and I am feeling much better today. If you didn't hear, yesterday I had some weird thing happen to me where I woke up in the morning and I wasn't feeling too bad, but I wasn't 100%. And then by 11 o'clock that morning, I could not get warm. I was freezing all over. I ended up I had a zip up sweater and an overcoat with a hood and made it through my 12:30 meeting to 1 o'clock. Went and laid down in bed. Took my shoes off, but otherwise I had all the rest of everything on, including a parka type winter coat, hunting coat with a hood up, and I was covered up in bed. About a couple hours after that, my fever broke, and it was like nothing ever even happened. And I don't understand what that was, but I've heard people say they've had the same similar thing, but I don't know. I didn't take my temperature, but I'm sure it was up there pretty good. I was pretty hot, but I was chilled all over. And now I'm fine. So, but I am going to take it a little easy tonight because I am going to Kentucky this coming weekend on Sunday to do that distillery documentary. That had me way down yesterday because I thought, oh God, I've got the COVIDs or something. But I got over it just as fast as it came on. It went away. So let me go ahead and set this wheel up here. com/giveaway. And while we're at it, one more week to go. And next week is going to be the giveaway. And I'm going to do my best to get back here before showtime. And I do lose an hour coming back. Let's see here. Tonight's top 10 thing is 10 notable countdowns. So I just looked up a bunch of countdowns that were popular or that are popular, where are all that type of stuff. They're pretty simple tonight. We're going to start off with a more obscure one, and we'll get to the good ones later. But all you have to do is put in hashtag just like this. And if it lands on me, it goes to Sheba B, who is Lori. And she is in, I think she said she had to go to the hospital or something, but she also has, she can't see well and she can't type, like get the stuff just right with the hashtag and all. So if it lands on me on the wheel, I give her entries, but I also spin again for the next one. But I just write her over here on the side. and then she'll get those entries. Tonight, the entries are double because this is the last week. So any of these hashtags you win tonight is worth 20. So just so you know, they're all going to be worth 20. Also, the put me in for 10 is going to be at 8 p.m. I have an alarm set on my phone here. Have it plugged in so I don't run out of battery. It will start vibrating on this table. Trust me, I'll hear it. Tonight, I'm drinking Penelope, just the base Penelope. I'm just keeping it at 80 proof for tonight, but still a decent bourbon if you haven't had anything else before it. But if you do, then you won't really taste this very much. But very easy sipper for somebody that is just getting started and doesn't want to, be overwhelmed. Really not a lot of flavor to it. Anyway, it's vanilla, the basic stuff, but very light, very lightweight. Yeah, we'll spin this one here in a few minutes, and we'll get things going. The nosing kit is behind me. I did have a bourbon tasting last weekend on Sunday. It was a hit. Had people here at the house in person. Had 6 seats around the table. I did live stream it for the members only. So if you're a member and you haven't seen that video, you can go watch me conduct it. You won't see everyone here because they're not YouTube personalities, and I wasn't going to put them on camera. Oh yeah, I got you. Lori. Anytime, Lori, it lands on me, I'll give you those entries, and then but I'll also spin again. So that's how we're going to do that from here on out. So, if it lands on either one, but if it lands on me twice, I'll just give you one because sometimes it'll land on the Facebook entry and the YouTube entry, but I'll just give you one of those. And then you'll get entries that way. And then I'll spin again to see who would get it, who was able to put in the hashtag. Not bad. Okay, so I did have a bourbon tasting here at the house, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get to everybody here in a little bit. Bourbon Rendezvous, Ting Ting, Robert and Friends, Crazy Ann, Sheba B, Jimmy Lacari, welcome, Fulton, Chatty-O's here, RB, Be More Bourbon, Big Daddy H, Mr. Great Shot. I'm trying to scroll up through. If I missed anybody, Mick T, I see that name. If I missed anybody, I'll try to shout you out here in a little bit. But yeah, the members only videos out there. If you didn't see it, it's just me, and I'm conducting the bourbon tasting, and I have to walk around. But I did have a hot mic on the table, and I had my mic on, so you can kind of hear folks and what was going on. It was a fun time. We tried a semi-blind. We had 3 different bourbons. We had George Remus Cask Strength. We had Old Forester 1920. And the Rabbit Hole Cave Hole. And Rabbit Hole was, I believe it came in second place. But what was funny is people were split between George Remus Cask Strength and Old Forester 1920. It fooled a lot of us. Very similar notes in those two. Not that the George Remus Cask Strength is not easy to find, but it's totally different than the regular George Remus. So if you go out and say, oh, I'm going to get a bottle of George Remus because he said it was like Old Forester 1920, it's not. It's only the cask strength. And the cask strength I had was over 114 proof, and it's 115 on the Old Forester 1920. So it was very, very similar. Teeling Irish whiskey tonight. All right, Mr. Great Shot. And So, I am leaving Sunday, and I'm heading to Kentucky, and I'm going to pretty much the first day is just drive, get checked in, get set up for editing in the room. And then Monday, we're going to go get B-roll of the area around the distillery, surrounding area. The town's not that big. It's not going to take that much time, but we're going to get some notable things, from scenic area. And then on Tuesday, and I may stop by the distillery Monday because he said they were going to be open the tasting room, and I may just stop in to say hi. But I will be getting some shots of outside of the distillery and things like that. and their sign and stuff like that. May get some pan shots of the tasting room and whatever else I can get my hands on. I just want to have a lot of footage so that when I come back and edit all this and put it together, um, you know, I have enough footage to make it worth the trip. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be visiting a farm where grains are locally sourced, and I'm also going to be doing interviews those days with the owner and the staff, and then we'll see what we have at the end. And I'm gonna, people keep asking me how long do you think this documentary is going to be? I don't know. I don't know. It really depends on how much good content I can get. But I'm not limiting myself on it's going to be 30 minutes long or it's going to be 45 minutes or whatever. It's going to be however long I can get content for that I can work in and is good. I'm not going to force anything in to make it longer, and I'm not going to remove anything to make it shorter. So, not anything pertinent. And so it'll just be what it is. And I'm expecting it to, end up being around 35, 40 minutes, something like that, as a finished product after post is complete. But I am doing a bunch of intro, outro stuff. I mean, it's a full documentary film, so it's going to give an intro, all the way through. It's going to have credits at the end, all of that stuff. So that and 20 minutes with potato salad, and I make a mess already. All right. But yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. Oh, I'm not really giving the distillery name just yet. I will after I get all of the shots and everything. I will start releasing some teaser trailers and things like that here and there. As I'm going through and editing, I'll save some little clips out or things, and then we'll do some teaser trailers. I don't know when it's going to be ready either. That's another thing is I don't want to put a date on when it's going to come out because I don't want to rush it. But if I can get where I want it to be, oh, thanks, Oji-san. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. If I can get the film where I want it to be in a month, then we'll look at releasing it in like 45 days after. But if it's going to take me longer, and like I just don't want to put a measure on it because I've done a lot of the pre-work, going into it, and I mean it took hours and hours because there's shots where some smoke appears and the smoke goes away and the words come up, and I just wanted it to be snappy and look good. So putting a lot of transition stuff in it and things like that. It should be fun to watch, and I am going to release it as a premiere, and I'll have the chat open for that, and then we'll do a premiere on the documentary when it comes out, and hopefully it's worth the time and effort. We'll see. But I am going to do some cinematic overlays with it. I'll make sure the sound's perfect, all that good stuff. But right now, we're focused on this week getting entries to the wheel, and next week is the spin. So I'm planning on leaving. It's going to take 7.5 hours drive for me. So about 7.5, 8 hours, depending on, stop for gas or whatever. But I'm planning on leaving there about 8 a.m. 1, 2, 3:30 to 4, which will be 5 here. So I should be able to throw the studio together and get things up for the drawing. I don't have to have a bunch of things for put me in. So I mean, we'll do it, but I probably won't have a theme for that night. It'll just be the giveaway show. So it may be rushed, but I'll have probably a little over an hour to get the studio set up and go straight into the giveaway show. So did I mention? Yeah, I think I did. Everybody gets a trophy is at 8 o'clock tonight. And everyone who is here at 8 o'clock tonight, since this is the last week, instead of only getting one entry, you're going to get 5. So for every put me in, you get 5. for that 8 to 8:15 time frame. And if you didn't hear when I first came in, all of the put me in tonight are for 20. So this is put me in for 20 pretty much on every one of these. And we're doing one right now. I have 13 entries on the wheel. 2 of them are mine. And it is hashtag Atlantis launch. We're doing top notable countdowns of whatever, what people like to count down to or have liked to count down to. Stuff like that. Anyway, that's where we are. So I did throw the link out to very few people, but we'll see if somebody's able to come up here shortly. But it's about time to do the first put me in for 20. So let's do that. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get the show on the road. StreamYard. There we go. And Oji-san just got put in for a few more, but we're going to do this one right here. Let me write Oji-san down. Chatio, you are a winning, you are a winning person, man. All right, Chatio. All right, and this is, let me make a note to myself for 20. There. I just had to make that note. Let me get the next one going here so we can keep this thing a moving. Hashtag. Aha. This is an easy one, guys. This is one everybody was counting down to this. Well, unless you wasn't born yet, but we certainly were. I was actually in technology when this was going on. And everyone was scared of it. Hashtag Y2K. There we go. And I don't have, and I'm not really on these giveaway shows. I'm not going to have like cutaways. If people super chat or something, that's your entry. I'll put you down as entries, but we're not gonna. I'm not gonna have like the booties on the screen and thank yous and all that stuff. Thank you, by the way. But we got to keep the shows a moving. But Y2K was a big one, and everybody thought the world was going to come to a halt, computer-wise, when Y2K hit. And there were some things we had to do in the back end, but I think what everyone was worried about is we're going to miss something, and a network only works through every link working. And I thought, people were thinking we were going to run into issues, but really we didn't. But we could have. But now they don't. They make them invincible to that. It was one of those things that came up, and we thought, oh wow, it's going to think it's 1900 and it's going to break everything. And if you don't know, if you're ever trying to log on and you can't log on and you're like, man, I know that's my Wi-Fi password, I know everything's working, check the date and time on your laptop. If it's too far off, it will not connect to your router. I mean, nowadays they automatically sync and everything, but it can be. That can be a problem. New Year's Eve in the dang computer vault. Yeah, we were on call. We were not supposed to drink that night, and we were on standby, but we didn't actually go in. But it was a bummer. But I drank plenty after midnight. As soon as we saw everything was fine, we were like, okay, time to bust open the bubblies. Well, whatever. The non-bubblies, all that. Oh, it does. Capitalization does not matter, but you only get one entry on it anyway. But I have 15 entries on the wheel, so we're doing good. Capitalization does not matter, but spaces do. So, but I put it Y2K in all caps just to keep it nice. All right. The next one, I like the next one, and I put these in order of what the popularity is supposed to be on these things, or what people know them by. And it's just funny because the next one was a popular top 10 from a night show or a late show host, and we all know who that was. All right. And I almost put top 10 with 210 down there, but I didn't because they use that David Letterman thing. But the next one's going to be that. But we'll get to it here shortly. And right now we are on Y2K, hashtag Y2K. And so, yeah, I'm hoping somebody will come up here. I know I send it out, and Sam, hopefully Sam can come up. She usually helps me co-host a little bit, helps keep things straight. Because I'm going to have one bourbon tonight, and I'm probably going to drink a Miller Lite or something. I'm trying to take it easy. It's got me a little gun shy. That little fever thing I went through yesterday. Drunk as hell and doing computer stuff on New Year's 2000. Yep, that was a heck of a year. Yeah, I mean, and we did have some extensions on some of our date rollovers that weren't long enough, and we had to. And that was the problem: is it took hours of coding to go in and change the programs to make them take this. And if something happened like right at midnight, we were going to be down until we got it coded right. And so that was what everyone was kind of scared of. I was never scared the world was going to end and all that, or traffic lights were going to stop working, gas pumps were going to stop working, blah, 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 blah. There was a lot that went into it. I was just thinking that we would lose some connectivity until we figured out where the weak link was, but we didn't, not at all. Not that I heard of. I don't know if anyone had any problems out of it. Still tastes like flavored water. Those. It's not a very strong bourbon. But it does have vanilla caramel, tiny bit in it. But those water drinks you get, it's supposed to be like, nothing happened at all. But that just means we did a good job all around the IT world. All that type of stuff. It would be more like the nukes wouldn't know what to do and would explode in the bunker, probably. It was real, but which would have made a miss. The flavor, the little water stuff with a hint of something in it, I can't stand those things. They don't have any sugar in them, and I don't want to taste anything. If I'm drinking plain water, I want plain water, and this is almost plain water with a hint of bourbon flavor in it. But anyway, it's probably what I needed tonight. All right, we are at 7:05. We'll give this another few minutes and then we'll get this thing on the road. Man, I'm pretty excited about next week. Again, I'm going to be traveling, but I'll do my best to get back here on time to start the show. I'm actually going to schedule it while I'm away, or I may schedule it this weekend before I go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be bad. Yep. But what are those things? Biomed equipment. Typically, that's FDA regulated. All of those types of things. And you might like it. I doubt it. You might like it if I put a little simple syrup in it. But now the biomed devices, that we had that under control. I worked for hospitals before I went to work for an insurance company. So biomed was always one of the first ones we looked at, make sure that that equipment is not going to fail, because that's life threatening if they fail. Make sure they're coded properly, and the FDA was breathing down our necks to make sure all that stuff was right. So probably wasn't too big of a threat of that one. All of that stuff would have kept going anyway. But I'm not sure those sync by time date anyway. Talking about me, tonight I'm drinking a really lightweight Penelope. So it's just the Penelope 80 proof, the straight bourbon whiskey. And of course, it's a MGP procured juice. And it's 80 proof, so they cut it way down. What is up, little fish in the kitchen? Right now, if y'all are just joining, we are on our second 20 entry giveaway, which is hashtag Y2 number 2K. We're doing top 10 notable countdowns. And the last here it is right here. This is the hashtag that for the entries right now, and I'm going to spin here in just a few minutes. So hurry up if you haven't done it yet. Put in hashtag Y2K in there, and you will be entered into the StreamYard giveaway. We have 16 entries in, 22 people on the eyeball. So hurry. And if you miss this one, the next one, it'll be coming up. So, but yeah, we're here to have a little fun tonight. Get some entries in the wheel. There you go. You got it in there. Newfoundlander Ingalls family has it in there. All right. I have not had time to do much. I worked today after being sick yesterday, but had to because I'm out next week and I've got a bunch of crap to take care of. But I'm glad I got in there to do it. So we are going to go ahead and share our screen. Like I said, if you missed this one, don't worry about it. I'm going to have another one right after this. So here is the put me in for 20 on Y2K. Here we go. Who could it be? And it's Fulton. All right, Fulton, you got a Y2K there. All right, let me prep this next one and we'll get it going. I have to get through all of these tonight, so let's do it. Now, this one is just someone's name because he had a very famous top 10 list, and it's David Letterman, and there it is. So we can start collecting on that one. Yeah, they do, but we've spread the wealth a lot, and I've had over the last few weeks and all, we've not had a lot of double wins in a night. We've had some, but not a lot of doubles in the past like 3 or 4 weeks. So it shares the wealth a little bit here and there, but we'll see how it goes. The other thing I'm going to say is after Sunday night, don't expect entries for anything, super chats or whatever. If it after Saturday night sip along, I am going to be busy. I'm not going to be able to check everything. So I'm going to go do the distillery documentary shoot, all that. And then I'm going to come back with barely enough time to set up my studio. So I'm not going to be able to do, I'm going to try to get these entries in tomorrow or Saturday during the day. So I'll do a community post to let you know what the final is. And then after the Saturday sip along, right after that show's over, if there's any onesie twosie entries for that night, I'll get them in there, and that's it. And then I'm gonna lock it. So come Saturday night, about 10 o'clock, whatever, it's gonna be locked because we're not gonna do a big after party either for Saturday sip along because we have to get up in the next morning and hit the road. So it's going to be the regular show. We'll do maybe a short little after party, maybe for an hour, and that's it. And then tomorrow during the day, I've got to get everything packed up. Or not tomorrow, but Saturday during the day, I'm going to get everything packed up in my car. So except for the laptop and the lighting, but I'll have to put that in there dead last, and then we're leaving out the next morning. Good weather. Well, it's he's talking Mr. Great Shot. Man, I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of rain here, but it wasn't today. But I don't get out much from this room. But I hope Mr. Great Shot's having good weather down there in Texas. Done doing a speed deep clean. Okay. All right. Well, we're waiting on you, Sam. And well, we're not really waiting on you. We're moving forward with the show, but hopefully you can get up here pretty quick. Uh, but yeah, we're just warning everybody that's going to be the way this is going to go. And then come next, so Saturday night, by the end of Saturday, you'll know what entries are there and what's not, and that's it. It's locked until next Thursday. So, and I'm going to be busting my buttocks, setting up cameras, taking down cameras, setting up lights, taking down lights. Okay, you be fast. And hashtag David Letterman, and that's where we are right now. And right now we have 19 entries on the wheel. 2 of them are mine. And I know we do have some folks that watch on TV or whatever, or they don't chat, they lurk, or sometimes, like if I'm watching stuff on the big screen, I can't. There's no chat there, so I can't like or anything. I mean, it's just it plays like a TV show, and that's it. So I know some people have said that they watch that way. Some people are overseas; they don't enter because shipping over to Australia or UK is expensive, but. So we're probably not going to have 1-for-1 entries to the eyeball, but that's okay. But if anyone wants to enter, please do so. We can work something out. But if there's shipping involved, we may have to negotiate something, but you will still get the stuff for free. Aside from the shipping, I'll be like the guy selling on the little thing. It's totally free. Just pay shipping and handling, and that's it. And but no, I wouldn't make you pay all the shipping, just some of it. But some of the stuff I can't ship though. But we can work stuff out. Different prices. All right, let's see. Where are we now? We're at 7:15. I'm going to give this just a few more minutes. What's good for me? What's good for me is I feel much better today, and this is the last entries to the wheel before the giveaway next Thursday. And we're on hashtag David Letterman because he had a famous top 10 countdown. Peppers boosted up there. Man, I went to put all your entries on the wheel because it was 2 weeks. I was 2 weeks behind, and you had one entry before 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden, boom, you got several. Not as many as Fulton or Chatio. They're so excited. See, they will it to happen. They're sitting there going, be me, and it comes up. But yeah, we play a card game every other week with the fam. I do with my son and mom, dad, and all. And it's one of those things where we play this game called Oh Hell, and the tricks, the bids can't equal the amount of tricks. So the last person to bid cannot bid what they want a lot of times because like there'll be 3 left. Well, I'm going to catch 3. Well, you have to say 4 or 2. And you either figure out what else you can catch on or how to slough something. And that's kind of the way I feel about some of this stuff is it's just not ever going to work out perfect. But it is what it is. I will say I did a test run on the wheel, and I won't say who it was, but I was just making sure the wheel of names was going to work. And so I put all the stuff in there because we have thousands of entries. So I pasted them all in there, shuffle, and I hit spin just like I'm going to do on the night of. And the person that won, I was like, who the hell is that? And I went and looked, and they had 1 entry. It's like the test run came up with somebody who won only had 1 entry to the wheel. So it's possible. Now, I did a couple of other little test spins after that, and it was not people with 1 entries, but it can happen. But of course, 5 or 6 are better than 1, and 20 is better than 1, and all that. So the more you get, the more options you have. So I'm going to go ahead and share this screen, and we are going to spin. We have 21 entries on the wheel, so that is looking pretty good. And if you missed this one, like I said, there'll be one right after this. So let's go ahead and share this and see who gets the David Letterman 20 entries. We are landing on Robert and friends. Now, Robert needed entries. I can tell you that. That's somebody that hasn't popped up there before on one of these big wins. So that was congratulations, man. You got that. Now I'm going to set up the next. Now, these are supposed to be famous, like things people like to count down to. So this is an annual event, and it may not be what you're thinking of. Okay, so evidently, and I'm a huge fan of this, and I really didn't know about this. And I like when I saw it, I was like, I think I know about that. And then I read about it, and it is pretty well known. Is at a certain time on February 13th, people count down to a specific time of day, and I forget what it is. You can Google it. And everyone around the world is supposed to toast each other and have a pint of Guinness. So that happens on February 13th. So I will try to be involved next year on February 13th, where I sit in my room and I toast the world with my pint of Guinness, knowing there will be lots of other people out there doing the exact same thing. So I think they have a website or something that counts down. I'll see what time of day it is. I don't care. But February 13th, I can have a Guinness at 10 a.m. I don't care. So I don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be where everybody does it at the same time. So, well, whatever time it is. Not bad. And we are coming up close on to the 7:30 time frame. We'll try to get a couple more, a few more spins in before the 8 p.m., which is everyone tonight gets 5 entries. So the simple put me in gets you 5 entries tonight. 5 each. I'm going to write that down. 5 each. And the other thing, since I'm doubling up on everything, I will go ahead and say I just put Oji-san down for 20. So for every super chat tonight, you get double. How about that? Not begging for it. I'm just saying, if I'm doubling up on everything, might as well. Yeah, sure. Certainly wouldn't want to put anybody in a bind. So don't worry about it. If you don't have it, don't do it. Sometimes it's better to go buy a 6-pack of beer. But yeah, double on that. Double hex or pentuple on the put me in tonight. But that'll work. 5 each. But we'll get to that at 8 o'clock. Man, I am not going to drink too much. I'm going to have this one thing of bourbon, and I'm probably going to go get a Miller Lite and just sip on it. And oh crap, there you go. Another one right there. All right, so I got you down. That's 40 entries for you tonight. You need them though. I think you only have one. You only have one entry. So just saying. I kept every week I'd go through there. There's Oji-san with one entry. But we'll get there. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this little snifter here. I don't want to kick anything off. Oh, there's Kathy Bates right there. Thank you, Kathy. 20. All right. I'm writing those down on the side over here, and then we will do the 8 o'clock, and we can get some entries on this thing. I'm trying to break the wheel of names. Is what I'm trying to do. So I don't think you can though, because I took the list and I was testing the wheel, and I copied it from my document and I pasted it in, and then I did a test like shuffle, 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 spin, and it worked. Removed names, it worked, all that. Then I was like, well, let me see if I can break this thing. And I took and erased everything, and then I pasted 4 times. Paste, 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 paste. And so I had 4 times the amount of names that were in my document, and it still worked. So I don't know if you can break it or not. And I certainly don't think we're going to get 4 times what I had tonight. So um, can't get to the streams. Yeah, I know. We're working on that, by the way. Still working on it. Everything I do now. So we were bought by a bigger company, and we're having to assimilate to their way of life and all that junk. And everything takes a lot longer now than it did before, because it has to go through all these other approvals before it comes back around. So we'll see how it all goes. All right, 7:24. One more minute or so, and I'm going to spin this one. I'm trying to get all these in because I got a special one at the very end. And we have 17 entries with 25 on the eyeball. If anybody wants in, it's hashtag whatever I put, Feb 13 Guinness Toast. I can post it in again because it's not going to give me any more entries because it already has me in. So it's that right there. If you're not in for the 20 entries, it's Feb 13 Guinness Toast, just like I put right there. If you want to be in. So there it is. And if it lands on me, I'm going to put Sheba B down for her 20, and then I'll spin again. But she has issues getting these hashtags right, so we're going to help her out. We'll give this, yeah, we're getting right there on time. Going once, going twice. Sold. We're going to share the screen. StreamYard. And if you miss this one, there will be another one right after this. 17 entries. Here we go. Who is it going to be? We will have Jimmy Lacari. All right. I like the fact that it's spreading the wealth tonight. Let me set up the next one. Hashtag. Oh. This is when the world was supposed to end. I think it was 2012. I can't remember now. I think that's right, though. I think it was supposed to end. The world was going to end on 2012 because some people made a stone calendar that was going to run out or something. Anyway, there you go. Mayan calendar. Everyone was counting. Well, not everyone was counting down, but there were some folks counting down. The world's going to end. Yeah, 2012. That's what it was. Thank you, Chedio. So, yeah, that's where the 20 entries are right now is the Mayan calendar countdown. The rest of these, oh, there's one coming up that's funny. I didn't know about this thing either. I'd heard something about it, but they made it after some movie or something came out, and it's can't be that accurate. But anyway, and And I know I had the Atlantis launch, but we have another one coming up that's similar, but I just put anything NASA. Yeah, don't worry about it, Lori. I got you. If it lands on me, I'm going to give you 20 and spin again. So you have my entry that when I put the hashtag in, it gives me entry. So if it same, you got the chance like everybody else, and then if it lands on me, I'll give you those entries and then spin again, and I'll write you down like it's a super or something, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, this one here. Let's see, is there another one? No, this is the only world-ending event I have down here. Well, maybe your world ending, but not everybody's world ending. So I have that watch coming up. Has anyone heard of a ticker watch? I'd never heard of it before I looked up this like uh, infamous top 10 or countdowns, notable countdowns. And evidently they have this watch. It's TIKKER watch. And I think it came out after some movie that was supposed to have a countdown. And when if you hit zero, you die. And people would like gamble credits for their life or minutes or whatever. And they come out with this watch, and this watch is supposed to be a countdown until your death, which is kind of freaking morbid. But anyway, but who's going to sue them, Because, oh, I still had 1,000 hours on my watch when I died. Well, I can't say that because I died, right? Or if I get to my time was up and I'm running negative numbers, I'd be like, well, I'm not going to sue you for that because anyway, I'm still living, yay, whatever. But I don't know. I think it's a novelty. It has to be. Unless it adjusts. Like if they really had a watch that would adjust, and when I drink too much in one night, it takes 1,000 hours off or something, I'll be like, whoa, I gotta slow down. That would be cool. Yep. Grandma Renee. All right, we got some positive thoughts coming your way. You had some shout outs a little bit earlier, and we will keep the positive thoughts and prayers headed your way. Yep, right there. Everybody. Grandma Renee. Yep, and I know it's tough to go through that. Oh well, good luck, little fish. Um, Sorry you couldn't make it till 8 o'clock. But if you're in for this one, I'll give you the entries on the Mayan calendar if you win. So, but yeah, it's tough on the whole family when that happens, and we got you in our thoughts and prayers. JV's Hangout, Squine's on. We got a spin going right now, and it is hashtag the Mayan calendar. I can put it. It's still up there. If you scroll up a little, you'll see. Big Daddy H has it in there. Cool Running has it in there. That's for 20 entries. Every spin tonight is for 20. So we're trying to give people a chance to get caught up if they got behind. So but yeah, it's always more entries on the last week of the drawing. And try to get people caught up a little bit. So, and yeah, we've got the Olympics coming up, Ticker Watch coming up, anything NASA, Millionaires in Space, and then the number one countdown. Y'all probably already know what that is. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab that beer now, and I'm trying to take it easy tonight because I was under the weather yesterday. I'll be right back. I have some lower ABV juice here. but keep things moving along. This is pretty much the new water right here. It's got a little flavor to it. Big Daddy H swears by this. But to say that has more flavor than some other domestic beers is not saying a lot. Um, but it'll keep me going. I think it's 4.2%. So that's probably all I need tonight. All right, and 7:33. We'll give this a few more minutes here. I'm trying to get down through this one. Yeah, through these three. Yeah, we still have time. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get through three more before 8 o'clock. So we'll give this one a few more minutes and then we'll spin it. All righty. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some bourbon hunting too. I've got some money set back that I haven't spent that I've been kind of hanging on to for this trip. I'm going to be going through Tennessee and, of course, up into Kentucky. But hopefully I can pick up some bottles that I can't get locally because we're ABC state ran liquor store. And they're always threatening to do away with that, but I don't think it's coming anytime soon. It's too big of a pull. That's not what I heard somebody say the other night. Sexy voice Kathy. Twinkie Queen. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Kathy, much love from the chat here tonight and from me. Love me some Kathy Bates. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's see. Where are we? 7:35. Let me check the entries. We have 17. I think that's probably about what we're going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and share this screen so that we can spin this one. I'm spinning fast tonight, but if I can get to it, I have one special one I want to do at the very end. And if you miss this one, there'll be one coming up right after it. The Mayan calendar is going to land on, let's see, who can it be? Peppers. All right. There's that one. Congratulations. And here we go. Set this next one up. Hashtag. This is according to what is that called? Shoot. Just left my mind. Associated Press. This is an Associated Press list of notable countdowns. So the Olympics, just in general, people like to count down the Olympics to, they light the flame and all that stuff. So, and they have the opening ceremonies and all that. So. Yeah. Well, and they put down a bunch of different launches, and I couldn't fit everything on there. So one's coming up. I just put anything NASA because that's pretty much what the freak they're talking about. But it ranked lower than the one after it, which is the new way to go to space. Be a billionaire, trillionaire. And so. If I had one, I don't even need, nobody needs that much, but I don't even know. I mean, if I had at a certain point, if I like people talk about winning the $600 million lottery. Okay, think about that. That's all right, little fish. Good luck with the soccer game, um, or practice or whatever it is. Um, but if you look at it and you win 600 something $1 million, okay, and how you're going to clear 300 million, or maybe cash option, whatever. Maybe you get 258, 260, 70 million. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I could spend $1 million a year, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I want to. I don't know, but I wouldn't want to do that. I would, but at some point, it's more money than what I'm going to spend, and then I leave stuff to my kids and all that. But to have $1 trillion, I mean, because even if you got the full 650 million out of the lottery win or whatever it was, you don't even have $1 billion. Even if you got the whole amount. And just to think what a billion is, I'm not looking to build a rocket ship and go to space. Not on the agenda, you know. I just think it's. How are you doing, Sam?
Good. How are you?
You clean up nice.
Don't think.
You talk
I
about.
didn't do too much. I literally, I was sweating like a dog.
So you did a deep clean. Was that on the dog or the carpet?
Actually, it was on the house after I ran a tub for myself, and then Sky jumped in it. So I was like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing. So I had to give her a bath. And then
Ah,
messed up the bathroom and had to scrub that, and then the kitchen. Yeah. Then I was able to clean up.
I saw your video about the open mic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Lori. Rick.
Yeah, Oji-san said if he had $1 billion, all his friends would be exactly where they want to be. Yep. I mean, at some point, you can't spend it all. I think some people try to run up the high score, but that wouldn't be me. I don't care about that. I like being comfy. Bored old fart says yawn. Hey y'all. Yeah, Kathy Bates just put it in right now. We're on hashtag the Olympics as a notable countdown. All spins tonight are for 20 entries on the wheel, and any super chats that come in are doubled. And everybody gets a trophy is for 5 each tonight because it's the last week before the end of it all.
You sound like Sty now. That's what Sty said. He said he would have all of his friends come on his property. He'd build this big old, place for everybody to come.
Well, and my dad and I have discussed that before about having big lottery money or something, and what we were talking about is like building a world class like hunting camp or something, and having like 1,000 acres, and then having like cabins, and then have a main, clubhouse, for the camp, and of course gravel everything, have nice trails that never get muddy. That type of stuff. All the deer stands would be nice, Oh, am I? Bourbon Bates. Oh, check me out. Yeah, see there? I told you I love me some Kathy. I'm going to leave it alone.
You changed it. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. Yeah. She changed her name the other night.
She changed mine too, but I was able to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Lori.
That's all right. I may go in and change it now that I know.
He's so bad, Gaffa. He's like, they'd still be where they're at because I'm not giving them a damn dime. Nope.
I say if I had $1 million on my free. Yeah, me too. Because $1 million just goes toward retirement. That doesn't really set you up. I mean, Nowadays, $1 million is not. It's life changing, but not like life altering forever, right? It really $1 million puts you closer to retirement. Especially recognizing that you're not going to get the whole million. You're going to get probably 700,000 out of it, or more, a little more than 700. But you're going to get somewhere along in there, and you're probably going to spend more. So if someone's used to, say, making 85 a year, and they win $1 million, and whatever's left over, if you divide it by 85 and say, oh, that comes out to this many years, and you cannot even change your lifestyle, but you could retire, whatever. Most people are going to live longer than what that comes out to, or whatever. But the problem runs into if somebody's making 45 a year and they win $1 million, and they look at it and they go, oh, well, that's, even at that, it's 14 years. And if you're 35 years old or 40, you hope to live longer than 14 years, so it's not going to last forever. That's why I say $1 million isn't, it can pay your house off, pay your bills off and all that type of stuff, and maybe get you a truck and a boat or something like that. But that's it, then it's gone. But I'd love to have my house paid off, have that equity in my pocket. Yeah, you could. Dividends kind of suck for what you spent, I know our stock at the company I work for is in the 130s, and we pay quarterly dividends, and you're getting, I don't know, under $1 a share. So it's going to take a long time to make the money back on dividends. But, if you can set yourself up where you have all that and you say, okay, because those dividends are going to be there, but you just blew all your money on stock. And if that company does go under one day, which they probably won't because they're solid. But anyway, if they did, you lose it all, So there you go. It's a gamble.
Oh, I love you, Gavin.
All right, I'm gonna spin this entry right here. Share screen. StreamYard, allow. I'm trying to get a lot of these in tonight. And here we go.
Yay.
Good luck, everybody.
Drum roll. Who's going to be?
OG son.
Congrats.
All right. Congratulations. We are spreading the wealth tonight. Now that I can't say it too loud because then it'll start double entry in everybody. All right. Hashtag RB. I don't know what you're doing wrong, but you're not holding your mouth right when you type it in there or something.
Lori. How would we know it's you, right?
Now, this is the morbid one.
Hell yeah.
This is the watch that's supposed to count down to your death.
$1 million will pay off my house and allow me to extend it. That's smart. Ticker watch.
And it's spelled with 2 K's in it. Yeah. Ticker watch. I had to look it up. I was like, what the hell is a ticker watch? And it's supposed to tick down. And I think it was after some movie came out where they had a countdown and people would gamble their minutes and all of life. It was a sci-fi movie that came out. It's supposed to have been in the future.
Time.
What's that?
That Justin Timberlake movie. Yeah, it's called Time.
So, yeah.
Him and Amanda Seyfried. Yeah.
I don't know. I watched clips of the movie. I never watched the whole movie.
I actually liked it. I
I don't know.
thought it was.
I like Justin Timberlake. Okay, I didn't really picture him as an actor. It's like, yeah.
You know what? I was surprised in how well he did in that new Hulu show he did with his wife. Oh, Sarah. That was pretty good. He played a detective like back in the day. It's based on a true story. But it's pretty good. Him and Jessica Biel starring it together.
Awesome. Yeah, Bourbon Rendezvous. I've actually seen a ticker watch where the tail actually moved around. Yeah, his hand and his tail moved around. So
Oh
no,
no,
this is.
oh Mary. Not Sarah, Mary.
I wonder how many people bought the ticker watch and actually believed it to be true. Because unless that thing has like feeders into your system and can check your health, I mean, how does it freaking know? It's probably based on your age, your whatever information you give it, and then it'll guesstimate how long you're supposed to live or something. I don't know. I didn't read that much about it. I wouldn't trust it if I bought it, though. Wouldn't trust it. You'd be looking down at your watch going, hey, I still have 2,000 hours to live. You're done. You know, it's like, quit looking at your ticker watch and pay attention. Don't walk out in front of buses. Yeah, never lived to tell about it. I know. That's what I was saying earlier is who's going to sue them, right? Oh, I still had, uh, you know, 4,000 hours left on my watch when I died. Well, you can't say that. You're dead, you know. Yeah, when I expire. Yeah. Now, what I was saying is if I had one of those watches and it did like monitor my bio stuff or whatever, and one night I drink a little too much and it's like, ooh, I'm taking hours off, buddy. You know, it's like, all right, I'll slow down. Only used once. Yeah. Still has 10,000 hours on it. Mm. All right, 7:50. So we'll give this a few more minutes and then we're going to spin. And we're right where I wanted to be with 3 left going into the 8 o'clock hour. We've been getting 17 entries. I think that's about what we're going to get. And RB, I'm pulling for you, man. I see you got the entry in there. I'm pulling for you on this one. I'm pulling for everybody. Man, RB, I don't know. Have you ever won one of these put me ins? He has been religiously trying. I see that colony pop by on all these spins. Susan Bogner, how's it going? I am pulling for everybody because I'm going to give it away to somebody. 3 prizes next week. First prize is the 24 note nosing kit sitting behind me. Excuse me. 3 sample bourbons. A Bourbon Bounty logoed snifter, which I'm going to give all of the rest of my snifters away next week that have Bourbon Bounty on them. So unless someone wants a rocks glass, I'll send that. But I have 3 left with the logo on it, and then I'm going to have to do some more. But I have 3 months to do that.
People that bought that watch will never live to tell about it. I'm not letting a computer tell me when I expire, right?
Yep. Now, if it was like the doctor on Star Trek that could wave a thing over you, yep, they're fine. But if we have that kind of technology, I don't want it to tell me when I'm going to die. I want it to tell me as it's healing me. you know.
Jody, check Messenger for me when you get a second, real quick.
Okay, you're gonna make me multitask here.
Sorry.
I'm going to it.
Just simple yes or no will be fine.
Hey, boy, we're using a lot of interwebs.
Right? All this freaking crap.
Oh,
Please
sure.
don't.
Yeah. That's fine. All right.
Hello.
Wait, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I'm gonna spin this, and then we'll get ready.
Oh, yay.
Well, you don't tell people that.
Well, nobody else sees but you and me. So don't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah. We're the only ones that see those.
And whoever else is on Facebook.
Well, yeah, whoever's over there.
That's RB. RB knows. Yeah. Well, you can, Bordeaux Fart, you can go order yourself a ticker watch and it will tell you, supposedly. All right. It's 54. And I think we've gotten all the entries we're going to get. I'm going to go ahead and share this screen, and then we'll get ready for the everybody gets 5 right after this, because I'm going to actually queue up the next one. So I want to leave myself time for that. But I'm not going to share it yet. And here we go. Good luck, RB. Oh. Sheba B. Then I'll spin again. All right, I'm gonna spin again. But she gets those entries, and then Lori does, and then I'm gonna spin again. Bordeaux Fart. Look at that.
Go. Congrats, Gaffa. Snifter glass is what I want. Nice.
All right, got that. Now I am going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to set up the next one, but I'm not going to post it yet because we're going to do everybody gets some entries. But I'm going to get this one ready. Oh, yeah, that's that one.
No, I haven't seen that yet, Lori.
There, I've got it typed in there. Congrats. I usually put BOF down, but I wrote the whole thing out that time. I want to make sure.
He's so excited.
And I'll tell you what, I did 2 weeks of entries today. I was going to do them yesterday, but I felt like total crappy graps.
Yeah.
And man, I don't know what my fever hit yesterday, but I have never had chills like that. But it only lasted for a few hours and it was over. And once it broke, it was like I'd never had anything wrong with me. I was a little tired, because I had like a slight headache from going through it.
Yeah.
But I just laid around, and we have one of those beds that do the head and foot and massage and all that crap. And so I raised the head on the bed, and I like to put the feet up a little so I don't slide. It's like a recliner, and I just laid in bed watching the little TV upstairs instead of down here in this big theater room. And I watched a whole bunch of Jeremy Wade fishing river monsters things. And so, but yeah, I took a melatonin because I had slept during the day, here and there. So I took my melatonin about 10 o'clock and I was like, I'm going to conk out. And boom, I woke up at about 6:15 this morning, got up like nothing was ever wrong, got ready for work, came down here, boom, worked all day. It's like nothing ever happened.
They are brutal. I've seen the first one. in a second. I haven't seen anything after that.
Well, and I was like out of it almost, and I told my wife, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Not really." I said, "But does food poisoning make you run a fever?" And she's like, "I don't think so." Because
How you doing, JV?
something had me going.
Something. Yeah, your body was rejecting something.
Yeah, and
Sure.
and you know what's weird is I've hardly ever had a fever or anything like that when there was no sinus issues, no chest issues, nothing. It was just it started with something where I thought it may be food poisoning, you know,
Yeah.
a little diarrhea before,
Yeah.
and then that was it, and then no more of that, and it was just fever, chills, could not get warm. I swear I was laying in bed with a hunting coat under the covers with the hood on,
Oh.
and about 2.5, 3 hours later, my fever broke, and I was coming out of that shit because I was sweating like a, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I felt fine, except for like a dull headache, or whatever. All right, it's time.
Perfect.
Start, put me in. Now I have to start watching. Remember, guys, this is for 5 entries. All you have to do is type in any form or fashion, put me in, and I will write your name down. There's Chatty-O and Peppers. And there's Fulton. Robert and Friends. And Cool Running. And then we have Lori Loves Montana. Who is? Oh, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. That's my phone. I was like, okay, wait. Lori Loves Montana. Let me get this. I already had, didn't I? I had Peppers already. Let's see. Pepper, and then Big Daddy H. Oji-san. Kathy Bates. RB. Put my left side. Okay. BOF. All right. I already had Robert. Let's see. I already had Peppers. I got you, Fulton. You were the third one I called out. We still have time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 11. So I will call out the names. If I don't call out your name, I don't have you in here. Chatty-O, Peppers, Fulton, Robert and Friends, Cool Running, Lori Loves Montana, Big Daddy H, Oji-san, Kathy Bates, RB, and Board Old Fart. Oh, Newfoundlander Eagles family. There we go.
Yep. Perfect. I said Ingalls, but I was muted. I was saying them all, but I was muted. I was like,
I can abbreviate most of these, but every once in a while I get somebody and I'm like, oh, I got to write the whole name down.
yeah. Urban Rendezvous.
Urban Rendezvous. Okay. Yeah, that's
It's a
why I
great
keep
shot.
calling it out.
And Mark, Mr. Great Shot, says put me
Yeah, I had to get that Bourbon Rendezvous just right. All right, Mr. Great Shot. I was thinking we were going to have more.
in. JV, you're funny.
All right. Shiva B.
Only time I get mysteriously sick is if I go back and try to watch my Friday show. You're silly. I never rewatch myself. I can't do it.
So
Yeah.
JB, did you type put me in the chat?
should have just named the channel. I drink bourbon simply into a point. Simple into the point. Yeah, I drink bourbon. That's
Yeah.
actually a cool channel.
The Ron des Vos. How often do you get that?
JV was he
It
was a
is the
call.
quarterly drawing for the 24 nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons, a bourbon bounty etched crystal whiskey snifter, and a virtual private tasting with me. That's first prize. Second prize is 4 ounces. You can either get them all in one bourbon, or I'll give you 2 2 ounce pours or whatever, and a glass. And third prize is just a glass.
I had a friend who drank only Maker's Mark, and he loved it. Yeah.
I mean, Maker's Mark's not horrible, but I mean, it's not like the most wonderful thing out there. And all right, JB.
Well, we always knew when he was having like a really off day because he would switch from Makers to Johnny Walker.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Johnny Walker's a whole other breed of funk.
you learn people when you're bartending, and I bartended at the Madison Resort for 6 years, and you definitely become like in tune to people's habits and what type of mood they're in.
All right, I got you, but I got you, Lori. You're already in there. You had typed something earlier, said I already did, and I thought you had already, but yeah, you're in there. But yeah, I'm just trying to spread the love of bourbon around so that people can go and appreciate what Bourbon Rendezvous and others have to say.
Very
I'm
nice.
more of the learning channel of bourbon.
I always jump around on my pour stand. Very cool.
Yeah, me too. Except for Miller Lite.
My mom likes Bud Light.
I
That's
used
all
to.
she was drinking when she came up here this last summer. She always had her can of Bud Light.
Here's the deal, though, man. Wherever I show up, if what they have on ice, I don't care if it's Natty Light, Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, I'll drink it. If they're offering it, I'll drink it.
Oh, JV. All we can do is come on here and enjoy ourselves, and hope others enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it too.
Yes, I understand. That's what I said earlier. It's like that hint of shit, that hint water where it's supposed to have a hint of like mango in it. Well, this has a hint of beer flavor in it. But so do
Yeah,
all domestic beers, you know.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab one more. I say one for now. I'm gonna have to make a beer run tomorrow. Somebody brought these over during the bourbon tasting. Normally, you don't see me drink out of bottles because we do a lot of recycling, and I like to crush the can down. Went back to Makers 101 last night. Cool. Old Humble. Yep, double oak rye. Yeah, oh yeah, I have a bottle of the double oak rye right down there. I really want to try their bourbon though. When I make, I rarely do, but when I make an old fashioned, I don't even use bourbon in the old fashioned. I uh I use Tawakaro, the TAH rye in that one. It's really good.
Well, and I saw your message, buddy. We'll pull people up when he's ready.
Yeah. Fireball may be the best cinnamon schnapps ever made. I'm not sure it was a whiskey. Whiskey cannot be bottled at lower than 80 proof. See, now I'm getting all technical with his joke he made. He said, prove me wrong.
Fireball though,
Yeah.
like I always got like the worst hangover when I drink Fireball. Just too much sugar.
Because you can't drink enough to get a hangover. It'll make you sick as hell. It's too damn sweet, too much sugar in it.
Yeah, it makes me sick.
Oh, no way.
What? Was
He
it
got
good?
Independent Joe to mix Fireball and Pappy Van Winkle on a slide. No,
Did
bullshit.
he like it? Oh, it sounds like
No, and I heard about that. That was you. So you were the culprit behind that bull crap. Okay. I got you now.
we love you, Robert. Much love,
Now I know who not to hang out with when I get drunk.
dude. But those are like always the entertaining friends, though, the ones that make you do crazy shit. Yeah,
Mhm.
I always gotta keep one of them.
I don't know if he would ever get me because I even have 4 ounces of Blanton's up here, and I don't know if you could get me. I mean, Blanton's is not that good. I mean, it's not bad. It's not like I wouldn't pay over $90 for it. And I know people who have paid like $250 for a bottle of Blanton's. It's not worth it. Not completely not worth it. I wouldn't even pay 170. But if I can get it for under 100, yeah, I'll pick up a bottle of Blanton's. But I mean, it's that good, maybe, but not. Now I'd pay several hundred, for especially the Pappy that's over 20 years. And I've had it before, so I know it's really, really good.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, JV. Yeah, we go way back. And if you're just joining and haven't done it yet, right now it's the put me in. All you have to do is type the words "put me in." Who I have right now, and this is for 5 entries, is Chadio, Peppers, Fulton, Robert and Friends, Cool Running, Lori Loves Montana, Big Daddy H, OG San, Kathy Bates, RB, Bortle Fart, Newfoundlander Ingalls Family, Bourbon Rendezvous, Mr. Great Shot, Sheba B, and JB's Hangouts. So if I
Did you
did
get
not
me?
name,
I did say it, but I don't think I was on that list.
Undriven Snow, at least she said undriven. How many times have you heard people say pure as the driven snow? And I'm like, driven snow is not pure. I'm glad.
Did you say my name, Jody? Seriously? I don't think I
Oh,
heard it.
Sam. Oh, yeah, shit. I forgot. Samantha. There we go. Gotcha. I did not say your name. See? Good thing you're still living.
Good thing I'm still here.
Man, I am still going to fire it working as soon as I get back from Kentucky. A lot of dust in that snow. That's the driven snow. Yeah. Driven snow picks up everything and it just collects it into a muddy pile. That's what that is. Now, of course, when I was in Montana and we had those 16-foot fences and the snow would come down so hard, even a chain link fence would create a barrier. And, now snow driving across other snow. Yeah, no, but Kathy's as pure as that little white fluffy stuff just settling down to the ground. There you go. All right, 8:12. A couple of more minutes here, and I'm going to type stop, put me in, and then we're going to do the next entries, chances. I'm going to go ahead and type it down here, but I'm not going to hit enter yet. I'll tell you what, every time I drive in the snow, it's ugly. Well, then there was Montana. In Montana, I'm sure it's that way in Alaska too. Well, I know it is because y'all live even farther north. Is when it gets white, you don't see any other color until freaking next year. Maybe
Brown and yellow occasionally.
Well, there was like I'm talking about the roads, your yard, all that. We would get that snow, and it would all of a sudden it would be piled up, and we had chains, and we had like they would spread sand, over top of the snow
Yeah.
to give you a little grip. And after a while, there's not even ruts anymore because it's been driven over. So it's all like it looks like a lane, but there's like this thick of ice, that you're driving on. And then we didn't see the asphalt again until next year.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends. There's been light winters, like winters where we just get dumped on, and on like winters where it's like we got snow, we don't, and then it happens
Yeah.
again. It's different. It's very sporadic.
Well, I was only there for 16 months in Montana, so I only went through one winter, type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that winter, I mean, we had Chinooks come through, the warmer winds or whatever, but it wasn't enough to melt anything.
Me too, Mr. Great Shot. I always used to do that as a kid too. Always we would start humming the theme in the car, and Mom be driving in the room, and all four of us would be humming the Star Wars too.
Comes and goes, not many consistent. I don't know. I was there, Lori. I was there in Great Falls in 1992 or three, 1992 to 1993, and that was I guess maybe it was a harsher winter. I don't know, but this is the next one right here. Anything
Lies, Jody, lies.
Now, I was going by my experience. That was it. That was it.
Anything NASA. All right.
Now, I will say this, and I know, Lori, you can attest to this. Lori loves Montana. That I had to be in at work at 4:30 in the morning, and it was the summertime, and we were throwing horseshoes, and I was drinking beer, and all of a sudden somebody said, "Dude, it's 11 o'clock, right?" And it was still sun shining outside. And I wasn't used to that. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go to bed, because I had to go to work. I had to get up and drive in, But I just lost track of everything because it was like 10:45. And it was still like, no, it wasn't bright outside, but it wasn't dark either. I mean, it was like afternoon, late in the afternoon. That almost screwed me that night. I made it into work though. Yep. And it gets worse after 4th of July and all that. I know it was after 10:30. By the time I got in bed, I remember looking over and it was almost 11. And I had the heavy curtains on my windows and all that.
It stays light here even longer than that. It
I know.
pretty much when we get to like July, like it really doesn't ever fully go down.
Yeah.
It goes straight from dusk to dawn, like immediately.
Mm. Yeah, and people they talk about depression and stuff in Alaska in the winter, especially because it never gets light and all that stuff.
There's not a lot of daylight, no. And I tell you what, it is insomnia in the summertime is a big thing, and then yeah, depression and suicide is a big thing here too because of the seasonal changes.
Yep.
sun starts to lighten things up. Yes, by 5-ish. Yeah, makes the same here.
Well, we're putting in one now, Gawani. It's hashtag anything NASA. And JV, you put hashtag anything goes. You can't be funny on these because this is StreamYard. I don't have any control over it. It has to be anything NASA. Or you don't get an entry.
There you go. Just like that. Oh, wait. Just like this. Hashtag anything NASA or anything goes. You turkey.
That was what he put. Yeah,
That
that
one,
one.
right? That
That
one. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Clicked on it. It moves, so it always picks it up.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it has to be anything NASA. And the capitalization doesn't matter,
Yeah,
but
doesn't matter. Yeah, you're good.
there we are.
There we go, guys. Perfecto. He smiles.
Now, when I was looking this up on the Associated Press's like list of notable countdowns, they listed like a whole bunch of launches, and I just said, you know what, I can't type all that shit in the hashtag, so it's anything NASA, pretty much.
Big Daddy, we got to plan some type of showcase soon. Figure that out.
All right, we are getting entries right now. Ooh, we have 18. This is the most we've had.
Hey.
And then it's 8:19. I'm going to give it one more minute, and then I have to spin this thing because we have a couple more to go. And then I have a special one at the very end. Yep, Big Daddy H from Arkansas.
20, Jody.
Oh yeah, put me in for 20. It's for 20. These are all for 20. Yeah. 20 entries. And if you miss this one, there'll be another one right after this, but I'm going to share the screen so we can get the show on the road. StreamYard, allow, get over here and spin this thing. Good luck, everybody. I didn't see RB fly by on that one. Go, Lonnie.
Yay. Good job, buddy. Congrats.
I like to write the whole thing down. That's just me. Anyway, I know who Gawani is, but I had to do it.
Cool. And this is the official final,
Oops.
sign up, right?
I hit refresh on the wrong screen. It almost booted me out of my own show. Here we go. Okay.
Next week is the spin, right?
Yes, it is.
So this is the last time people can enter, correct?
That is correct.
Might want to let people know that.
I will.
Guys. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Last chance to enter these giveaways.
All right. So here lately, this has been the more popular countdowns. I think it's because people want to see shit go wrong. And so we've been watching because we're like, but it's billionaires in space. I think I spelled that wrong. Anyway, no, regardless, just type it like exactly like I did. Because StreamYard doesn't care whether I spelled it wrong or not. You just have to spell it exactly like.
Copying and pasting works too, people. Copy it just like that. Just paste it.
Yeah, and if you're on a phone, put one in billionaires.
Baby. Hey, Miss Joe.
Yeah, now I have to Google it. No, I think I spelled it right. Okay, never mind. I thought it had two N's in it, but it doesn't. So I
No.
correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I
Robert,
win yet?
have a hashtag. Gotta have a hashtag. Hell, I can't spell it. No, I wasn't sure, but no, I spelled it correctly. Yeah. No, but I doubted myself on it. I did. Did I spell space wrong? Billionaires and SPAC. Yeah. All right. Well, we're ready. We're ready. And then I'm going to do the top one, but then we're going to do a special put me in after all of this. And it's going to be for the marbles. And I'm wondering where. Oh, yeah, Arby's in there. I just didn't see his name fly by on the last one. So, what should. Well, no, it wasn't just Elon Musk. It was the guy from Amazon and the guy from Virgin. They've all. Now, the guy from Virgin, all of them, they just kind of barely went into space and came back down. So, you know. Somebody posted a thing and said they showed a picture of like the breaking the atmosphere of Earth into space and coming back in, and it had Elon Musk's face going, and then they showed how much further that is to Mars, and they're like, "You got a long way to go, buddy." Yeah, Jeff Bezos, however you want to pronounce it, and Richard Branson. Yeah, they were up there too. And actually, I like the SNL. I think who was that on SNL playing the billionaire Bezos? Um, oh, almost had his name. Anyway, it was a skit on SNL, and he was up there. He was supposed to be one of the billionaires in space. And I don't know if William Shatner did. I know some kid did. He won some I write good essay things or something. But anyway, it is what it is. But I tell you what, these guys here, if we're going to commercialize space flight, they're the ones going to be giving us the more comfy ride. But I ain't paying no million freaking dollars or however many, 100 million or 10 million or whatever for a seat on one of these early rockets. Y'all can blow your ass up if you want to. I'll wait till it's tried and true. And we are at 8:27. So I am going to hurry if you don't have it in there yet. Share this screen because I'm trying to get to this last one. Well, not the next one, but I have a special last one coming. Owen Wilson, that's who it was on SNL. Oh, I couldn't think of Owen Wilson. Cool running. Congratulations. We have two more. Two more to do. This one is for 20. that I'm about to prep. This is the most famous countdown ever, according to the Associated Press. And I'm just putting, I mean, I just wanted to put New Year's Eve. So that's what it is. The New Year's Eve countdown, and then it's New Year's Day, and everybody drinks some bubbly and kiss each other and that type of shit. So, but that's the most notable countdown that happens all the time. So that's what it is. New Year's Eve. Because the countdown actually happens on New Year's Eve. The bingo happens on New Year's Day. So they put New Year's. I put Eve. That was me. This is the last one for 20. And then I have one more. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be prepping for Kentucky. And then Saturday, I'll be prepping for Kentucky. And then we'll do Saturday sip along. And then after that's over, it's locked. Yeah, I need to text RB at some point. Probably do that tomorrow. Try to coordinate. Man, there is not a lot of options for conveniences in that area we're heading to. It is a desolate place. I'm hoping to find some yards with some cars in it. Remind me of home when I was growing up. I thought everybody had cars, old rusty cars with grass growing around them in their front yard at one point in my life. Well, not everybody, but I always thought there was always somebody that had that going on. Everywhere we drive out of town, it'd be like, wow, somebody lives there. Looked like a U-Pulic lot, except for they didn't weed eat or mow. Wow, I'm the only one talking. Things got quiet. I see stuff coming in. We're gonna let it go. Let it go. I'm gonna let it go till 8:35, and then we're gonna do a countdown to the countdown of countdowns. Yeah, around Austin. Yeah, well, not in Austin. I mean, they would, yeah, but around Austin. Yeah, I saw it when I was in Texas here and there. Depends on where you go. We'd go down by the Arkansas River. Oh my gosh. And driving out to it and everything, there'd be people like there'd be just farm fields everywhere. And you'd see like this little how old, dilapidated looking house, and there'd be like junk all around it and everything. And people be driving in and out of there. I do have great conversations with myself, Lori, because I am very sensitive to dead air when I'm doing a show. So if no one's here to talk to me, I will talk to you, around you, and to myself because got to keep that thing going.
Hmm. Very
See, that
true.
was dead air. I had to take a drink.
I gotta fix this microphone. It's gotta.
All right. 8:32. We are New Year's Eve. Hashtag New Year's Eve. And yep. Well, and I have friends, and one of my friends, we went out to lunch together, and I was just talk, and she would say something every once in a while, and then I would just, you know, I'd listen when she was talking, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Man, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm really, really tired." And I said, "She's like, I'm sorry, I'm not contributing to this conversation more." And I said, "No worries, because if you're not talking, I am, and that's the way I am. I keep it freaking going, you know."
It does, yeah. Seem to be working anyway.
Yeah, David, I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'm not putting a time frame on when it'll be ready or anything. I want to let it be what it's going to be, and I'm not putting a I'm not pigeonholing myself to keeping it to 30 minutes or whatever. Yeah, well, but we get used to that, Mr. Great Shot, and you know when you're listening to radio and all of a sudden there's dead air, you're like, "Oh, what happened?" And it's usually some buffering freaking commercial they're trying to play. But yeah, a few seconds will tune people like to go, "Oh, what the hell's wrong?" You know. Oh yeah, yeah, me too. And I force things into my head sometimes. I have to take melatonin so I can go to sleep at night. If I did not take melatonin or drink 12 beer or whatever, I wouldn't be able to sleep any night. My brain won't stop. It's just all right, 8:35. Here we go. I'm gonna share the screen, spin this thing. Oh, that rhymed. Share the screen and spin this thing. Kerbam. And if you miss this one, there's one more coming. Come on now. Let's let somebody win that hasn't had one yet. Well, I'm going to spin again. But Lori gets those. And then, okay, she doesn't get those. Then, man, it is trying to land on RB. I guarantee you. Watch. Oh, it's Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates. Okay, there we go. Congratulations. Now I'm going to set one more up, but this one is a big one.
Congrats,
And
Kathy.
since I'm going to be out of pocket all week long, I'm going to be out of pocket all week long. So this is going to be the big one. And yes, there is an exclamation mark at the end. And yes, you have to include it. This is the big one. If you don't have any entries at all, you will have a chance to. And that's the one RB was waiting on miraculously. So congratulations to all people. What's up? I thought someone said something.
No, my dog cried.
Oh, your dog has a total male deep voice.
Yeah, she's. I don't know.
Well, that 50 would be nice. All I can say is I do this every single week. for 3 months. So now I've seen people come on every freaking week though, and we do these put me in for tens and all that stuff, and I feel so bad. I see their names flash across the screen so much, and every once in a while they'll get one, but like there's others that get them more often. I don't know what the hell's going on. I may have to do something different, but I like the StreamYard giveaway tool because I don't have to mess with it. You know, I queue it up, we go for it, that's it. It automatically puts them in there. Unless Sam wants to enter them all manually. She didn't say anything, so I imagine she does not. We have 16 entries. We're going to let this one go a little bit. And at 8:45, I am going to spin it. So we have 6 minutes. So put me in for 50, exclamation mark. And if you win, good luck, everybody.
There you go.
50 entries on the wheel. I always ramp it up right at the end. But all of these folks that type put me in gets 5 entries. I mean, that's not bad.
This guy's singing. I've got to keep it muted.
But if it's rigged, StreamYard rigged it. It wasn't me. Whew. Man, I'm glad I got up and went to work today. I'm trying to. So, let's see here. Guani. Oh, yeah. Put him in. There you go. You got it. I had to go check. Make sure you were on the wheel. 50 would help a lot of people's out. But regardless, and that's my other pet peeve is irregardless. It's not a freaking word. I don't care what the Urban Dictionary says. Regardless means in spite of. There is no such word as irregardless. And that's what I'm hoping for there, Robert and friends, is that win or lose, we all still had a great time. You know, try to be entertaining, try to bring y'all some good content, try to give people some hopes of things. You have a better chance of winning this shit than you do the lottery. So there you go. Oh, Jimmy got in there. Jimmy Lacari. Yeah, we got 18 entries on the wheel, 23 up there on the eyeball. So we're doing a put me in for 50. This is the last spin of the night. I'm going to spin it in about 4 minutes. Little J, you should type put me in for 50, hashtag put me in for 50, exclamation mark. Yep, little J, it needs to look just like that right there. Well, except for the capitalization, but other than that, the hashtag put me in for 50. That's what we're doing right now. Last spin of the night. No, this is 50 entries on the wheel. All you have to do is type hashtag put me in for 50, exclamation mark, and you get entered for, if your name comes up, you get 50 free entries on the wheel. We could, but we're not gonna. It's like that Arby's commercial. I could, but I'm not going. It never costs anything to enter, but you can get extra entries. And tonight the entries are tonight through tomorrow night. The entries on super chats are doubled, but everything's like doubled tonight. So I did a whole bunch of. Usually it's put me in for 10. Tonight, last week, it was put me in for 20, and then this last one's 50. It's a double entry for every dollar, and then 5 entries for the. I was thinking maybe I would some mind RB. Now RB's got some entries, but Lori, you got 40 tonight, and I think you had. But I'll tell you what though, I wouldn't worry too much about RB because I was going to talk to him about what's coming up next week, and I kind of owe him a nosing kid anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about RB. I'll take care of him. I mean, I know it's tough to make it on a mayor's salary, but we'll make sure he doesn't go hungry. Cyrus, we are doing a put me in for 50 right now. Hashtag put me in for 50 exclamation mark. It has to look just like that right there. Well, JV, we're going for a put me in for 50. I have J Max up there on the screen right now. And 50 entries. And next Thursday is the drawing for the 24 nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons, a etched Bourbon Bounty logo snifter, a virtual private tasting with me. That's first prize. Second prize is 4 ounces of bourbon. You can either choose to get 2 to 4 different bourbons or 1 4-ounce pour and a glass. And then third prize is just a glass with the logo on it, the acid etched crystal glass. I think I've said that wrong. It's usually a 2-ounce pour on that second one. Two ounces, and you can either do 1 or you can do 2 ounces of the same bourbon or 2 different bourbons. Sorry about that. Oh, if you don't drink, I can work some other things out with you. I have other things to give, and I have that set up because if someone is not of 21 years of age, I'm not going to send you bourbon anyway. So there's other prizes we can work through on that. Okay. Yep, that's fine. I'm here to make you become a whiskey fan. So, that's why I give away these nosing kits and all this stuff. But no loss there. I have a shirt. Okay. And if you're not a whiskey fan, you may not want the shirt anyway, but I have this Bourbon Bounty shirt. And I have, I can give even a pint glass. I can put the logo on, like if you're a beer drinker, which I am too, I can do an acid etch on a pint glass and send it to you. Well, the thing with that is I have a prize. If I don't know who you are, oh, there's the dog. If I don't know who you are, I have a prize claim form that you have to fill out. And on there, you have to attest for your age. Now, if you lie about that, that's whatever, but I have a copy. You said here was your birthday, you attest to it, all that, and then before I send the prize out. So my wife's an attorney, so we got that all worked out. Yeah, he'll dispatch it for you. Yeah, Mr. Great Shot, see, I could send the whiskey to him, and then he could tell you how good or bad it was.
I gotta take this dog for a walk.
Okay, no. Well, I'm about to spin. It's 8:48. I'm going to spin this one. This is for 50, guys. This is for 50. Right now, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. Come on, wheel. Good luck, everybody. Fulton, holy crap. Fulton said he was excited to win this. He has been telling me.
Congrats, Fulton. Very nice.
Congratulations, man. He has some entries on it. He has been here every freaking week. I'll tell you that. He has been here, and man, he has a really good chance of winning the shebang next week. Now, here's the other thing, guys, as we round this night out, is if you are a previous winner. What's up, Phil? Everything's spicy. If you were a previous winner and you already have a nosing kit, I have 2 more nosing kits. The other ones are the first one, the one I've only given away is nosing kit A. Then I have nosing kit B and nosing kit C. And it gets more and more advanced as they go. And there's Chatty-O. And guess what, Chatty-O? It's double entry tonight on the Supers, so you just got 30.
Damn.
30 entries right there. Kabang. So Chatty-O's trying to keep up with Fulton now. So there we go. Because I can tell you, 2 of the top entries we have is Chatty-O and Fulton. They keep winning these little spins.
Very nice.
They're both on fire. They're both on fire.
All right, I gotta get going. Jody, thank you for having me, buddy.
All right.
Great giveaway. Good luck to everybody next week. That's so exciting. Yay.
Yep. And like I said, it's going to be cutting it close next week when I get back from Kentucky. But I will try to do my best to get started right at 6:45.
That's awesome.
I'll be here. I may not be a minute early, but I'll be here.
All right. Look forward to it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. And we're now at the point of the show where we're going to start wrapping this stuff down. And I will probably, if somebody wants to claim an after party, throw it in the chat now, and we will flood you with Bourbon Bounty Raid if you want to do that. If not, I will probably end this stream, and then I will open up another one for a little after party. I don't know who Cyrus you were talking to, but I'm not going to do a rap. Well, that's what I'm asking, Mr. Great Shot, is if I'm going to do an after party, I will set it up. I will get it going. And we'll just go over there and hang out. I'll put the TVMA. I'll post the link in the chat. Everybody can come up. But the regular show is going to end here soon. But let me go into StreamYard just in case. And I will set up an after party right now. Is new broadcast. Bing de bang. Thursday giveaway after party. Come and talk about how it is rigged. And I'm going to schedule this because I have to schedule it for a little bit out, but it doesn't mean I can't start it yet. Let me schedule it for 9:05. Okay, I'm going to do it right now, but as soon as we end here, I'm going to start it. So it's not like I have to wait till 9:05. I just can't be late because of Facebook. But it is scheduled. So as soon as I end this, I'll go over there, prep that. And wait, what? Fulton has, well, maybe. I don't know till I add it all up from what was given tonight. Maybe. So, Jack Daniel Torado, we are about to head over to the after party. Let me grab the link. I'll post it here. That way you can know what it is. But we're going to do a bourbon bounty raid on Bourbon Bounty. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to raid me. But we'll jump over here. I'll grab, it should be out there now on YouTube live after party. There it is. So I'm going to get shareable link and I'm going to post it. Oh, there's Chatty-O coming in again. And here is the after party link right there. And I'll start that up in just a second, but I got to write Chatty-O down for another 5. There we go. Now, yep, you can pillage. I had to kill an ant. Swear to God, I'm going to kill, I'm killing my thing with Orkin. I'm going with Terminex. All right, guys. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will start the other one as soon as I get off of here. I've got to go switch the brand to TVMA, and I'll post the link, and I'll put it in the I'll pin it to the top of the chat. Anybody that wants to come up can, but hopefully I'll see you all there, and adios, amigos.